In this video, I want to show you a really cool website called Luma AI, where you guys can take your videos and completely transform them into something totally awesome. So what I want to do first is in the bottom here, you have a couple of settings. So you have keyframe, reference, and modify. I want to first upload my video. So I'm going to go to upload and I'm going to go over to my video that I've downloaded for this example. It's going to be this one here. And it's just a man, just kind of a raw shot of him. So I want to use this. So I'm going to click on upload and you can upload this entire video. And it does allow up to 10 seconds of video content. And then you have a couple of options. So you have start frame, and then you have modify frame, and then you have an end frame, and then modify that end frame. So the first frame is really important because a lot of AI platforms don't even allow you to change the first frame, which is kind of crazy in my opinion. I think that's honestly the most important frame because that's how the video actually starts with the first frame. When the video ends, that is considered the last frame. Okay, so the end frame, and that's where you can either add to this end frame or you can modify it. This is our current clip here and it says trim, so you can trim your video if you wanted to. So if you want to make this shorter to 5 seconds, you can just get it to 5 seconds, which is right there. You can also kind of pan around your video to get it to look exactly how you want. I'm going to use the entire 7 seconds and a couple of frames. So if you want to start your frame here, let's say, you could actually save this as an image. So you don't have to do this in post-production. So you don't have to do this in Final Cut Pro. You don't have to do this in After Effects or Premiere Pro or any of those editing applications. You can do it all in one, which is really nice. So you can click the start frame and this will save this to your computer. Where it says start frame, there's a plus button. If you click on this, you can upload whatever frame you want to work with. So this can be an entirely different image. It can be the same image, but altered. So what I want to do is I'm going to click on modify frame. And this is going to modify the original first frame. And then if you go into the prompt box, it says describes your edits. I want to change this to a music video vibe. So I'm going to do change the lighting, not lightning, change the lighting to a green music video style with fog. Okay, so that's the style that I want. And then you can, of course, add in extra stuff like maybe make it look like a cartoon or add flames to the background, or you can get really creative at this point. Whatever the first frame is what's going to set the rest of your video. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So I like this one. I want to keep it realistic, so I'm going to go with this one. And then if you click on modify version 2, you can do modify V2 or photon. I just leave it at default at modify V2, and you could also save this image as well if you click the down arrow button to save this image, the first frame. So I'm going to click on the send button, and then it's going to create a different version of our prompt, whatever we typed in. All right, so I just finished, and here is the result. So here's our before, and then here's our after. It looks absolutely amazing. So I'm going to click on done, and when you click on done, it's going to save it into your prompt box here in your settings. I'm just going to leave it how it is. Then it also gives you an option to change the prompt. So you can describe what you want to change. Go to where it says strength, and strength is where you can change how much the prompt will adhere to the strength. So if you move the slider to the very left, it's going to preserve more of our details of our original video. And if you slide the slider all the way to the right, it's going to reimagine the structure or kind of completely change the look and add some more creative details to it. And if you go somewhere in between, it's going to give you a mix of creating something entirely different and keeping the original. I like to leave it right in the middle. Then you also have over here where it says modify. You can modify an image or a video. In this case, we uploaded a video, so it has video selected. Now within the video selection, it does gray out the aspect ratio because it will keep whatever aspect ratio you're currently uploading. So if you're uploading a square video, it will keep that square video. Now if you upload a very ultra wide video, it will keep the ultra wide video. For resolution, we're going to do 1080p, which is the highest resolution that Ray 3 Pi currently accepts. And then for the video model, or the models in general, you can do Ray 3 Pi, which is their latest generation. It's faster at generating your video and images. Ray 3 is a little bit slower. It does look good for character reference, which I'll show you in a little bit. And then you also have the legacy models like Ray 2 and Ray 2 Flash, but I'm going to stick with the latest one, which is Ray 3 Pi. And then with that selected, if you go down, you have variations. You can do 1 video or 2 videos, and then you can choose the duration, 5 seconds. And then you have the dynamic range. So I'm just going to leave it at default SDR. I think that's totally fine. Go ahead and click on the send button, and this will send the video out to generate for you. All right, guys, so it just finished, and here is the result, and it looks absolutely amazing. It looks super realistic, and it kept the original like image, the frame that we started with. I'm gonna go ahead and save this, so you can click the three dots here and click download, and this will save it to your computer. If you go over here to a couple of settings, you can modify this further if you want to. You do have this option here, you can extend it. It also gives you this option, so you can extend the video, which is super cool. And then you can add another image to this by adding an image to the end frame. And then if you click on where it says more like this, it will create or regenerate another video like it, with a little bit of variance, okay? So you can click on the video to make it full screen. You have a couple of more settings when you actually click on the video itself. So if you click on this, it will give you the option of reframing this. Reframe allows you to practically extend the video vertically in this case, because our video is in a widescreen format, which is like 1080p. So if you were going to upload this for, say, Instagram Reels or TikTok or any other social media application, then you can actually extend your video up. So you can make it full screen if you wanted to do that, or you can take it back down to where it was right here. It snaps to the grid, which is super cool. You can move the video around if you want it to look like, say, like right here. Say I only want it to fill in this rest of this frame. All you got to do is go to the preview button. Say this is how you wanted it to look like, click preview. Say you were going to upload this to TikTok or Instagram Reels. I'm sure you know that in Instagram Reels and in TikTok, the bottom third is full of like text and the description. So you can't really have too much information there. So what this does is it actually allows you to move the video around so that you can then fill in the video with other information. When you click apply, this will fill in the rest of this frame. You can describe what you want to change in this image, like in the prompt. And then you can also choose your aspect ratio. So you have 9:16, a 3:4, a 1:1, 4:3 wide, 16:9, and 21:9 wide. This is super cool. I really enjoy this feature. I'm not going to do it for this example, but the option is there for you. And then you can also choose the model that you want to use. So in this case, only Ray 2 Flash and Ray 2 is available for now. And you also have the option of upscaling your video to 4K, which is super cool. So if you need 4K video for whatever reason, you can do that here by upscaling your video. Take it to 4K, and then of course you can select your dynamic range. All right, so let's say you wanted to use the character reference feature. So what you want to do is when you're happy with the video, I'm going to create a new board for this example. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to add a new one. We're going to go over to modify. I'm going to go with the Ray 3 model. So change it from Ray 3 Pi to Ray 3, because only Ray 3 is supported as of right now for the character reference. Character reference pretty much allows you to reference the image or frame, whatever image you're going to be using, onto the video that you upload, or image too if you're using images. So I'm going to upload an image or a video. In this case, I'm going to use this video here that we created with Luma AI. If you don't want to change the video whatsoever and you just want to change the appearance of your subject, just go to character reference and then click on this and then upload your image. So now it's going to reference the picture of the guy in the red jacket, and it's going to swap him out for the guy in the jacket. All right, guys, so here is the finished result, and it looks absolutely amazing. So here is the image that I used on the left, and then here is the video that we used. So if I make this full screen, you can see our result, and it looks super good. It kept the jacket, but it swapped out our character, which is what we wanted. If you're happy with this result, just go ahead and save and download this video to your computer. You're free to import it into, let's say, Final Cut Pro, and you can do a before and after shot. So let me show you how that works. All right, guys, so we're now in Final Cut Pro. I'm using the latest version of Final Cut Pro. You don't have to use Final Cut Pro, but that's what we're going to be using in this video. You can use Adobe Premiere Pro if you wanted to. You could use Adobe After Effects, DaVinci Resolve, as long as you can import your videos, obviously, and add them into the timeline. So this is what we started with. This is the original video. You can see it's a slightly wider version than a full 1080p. So I'm going to crop this just a little bit so it fits the frame of our 1080p project. So here is the original video, and it looks pretty good. Now, if you wanted to create like a before and after, you can just drag your video right above, and you can see you can toggle back and forth a before and after. And you can even add, if you go over to the effects and you go to the masks and keying, and you add a draw mask. And then if we zoom out of the timeline a little bit and we go over here, we just go and hold shift to create a straight line. Go to the beginning, go into the inspector window. I'm going to make this fit maybe a little bit like 50%. So we can see the outside of our project. And then we're going to go over to the control points, add a keyframe at the beginning, go somewhere about, I'm going to go all the way to the end actually. And then just move this, if you click in between those two keyframes and you drag the red line over to the right, it's going to animate from left to right. If it was starting from the right side, you just move it to the left and vice versa. So now if I go back and I push play, it will create a before and after shot. And it looks really, really good. I mean, the character is different, but it kept the jacket and almost everything exactly the same. Granted, we changed and we added a green smoke to it. But this looks really good. And of course, you can add and keep your audio, your music file in there. So the only thing that's changed is really the visuals. So if you guys want more videos specifically with Luma AI with creating and just changing your video projects to create like more visual effects, let me know with a like or a comment and I'll be happy to make more videos like this and just share more ideas. This is just one of them, one of many. So if you guys wanted to try this out for yourselves, feel free to select any plan. You can try it out for yourself for free if you wanted to just test it out. They have a free plan. They do have a whole list of different plans for whichever one you want to use depending on your use cases. Feel free to try it out. I will have a link in the description as well as on screen. I'll catch you on my next video.